Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of Jock Talk with Brett Hedges on xeayz.tv and Knoxstrom Digital Media Production. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today for the first ever episode. This weekly 30-minute program will shed light on the past, present, and future of the local sports community here in Windsor, Essex, and of course the people who have made it the special community that it is. We will also review the collective major North American professional sports leagues and analyze their teams, executive, players, and their fans. For any of those who may be interested in partnering with the Knoxstrom Digital Media or sponsoring the programming on xeayz.tv, you can simply visit our website at knoxstrom.com, or you can simply email our executive producer, Alex D, at knoxstrom.com. We're filming here at the beautiful downtown Business Accelerator offices located at 720 Olette Avenue in Windsor, Ontario, and I'm joined by a very special guest today, a man who was just drafted by the CFL's Toronto Argonauts as the Canadian Football League. On Tuesday, May 13th, he was the number 42 pick in the draft. He is a wide receiver for the Windsor Lancers and former General Amherst Bulldog, a McGregor native, McGregor's very own, Evan Pszczonak. Evan, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
First and foremost, congratulations on being selected in the CFL draft. I know it's been crazy. What has the past week been like for you?
Unlike any other, for sure. A lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, and just people calling, congratulations, whatnot, and then also, talking to the agent, getting a deal done, and stuff like that. It's been pretty crazy. Now,
the Combine was a month or two ago, and the draft was just this past week. Were you a little nervous heading into the draft after your Combine?
For sure. There's like 4 months that lead up to the Combine. I was nervous. I was more nervous for that for sure, because you test well, and if you do well at that, you have a good chance of getting drafted, right? So focus on that for sure. Did what I had to do with the Combine, and then after the Combine, still a little nervous, obviously, but you know what? There's nothing I could do after that, right? Just do my interviews, and hopefully the team likes what I got.
Now, were you happy with your results at the Combine?
Yeah, for sure. There's a few things I obviously thought I could do better, but it is what it is, and I'm happy now.
For those of you who don't know, Evan posted the top vertical jump at the CFL draft, Combine, which is over 40 inches. How did that feel?
It was awesome. I think the next closest was like 38 something, but everyone there is an awesome athlete, and that's something my whole life I've been able to jump high, and it's just something that I knew I had to be top in, just get some looks, so it helped out.
Has your jumping ability helped you in your receiver game?
Oh, for sure. I think jumping and running is probably the most important thing as a receiver, and you got to go up and get those high balls, right? So.
Now, you said you were nervous, but how did it feel getting that call from the Toronto Argonauts at the number 42 pick?
It's honestly the best feeling ever. I was in a room with like 20 guys, and it was projected to go in the 3rd round, so it was like, we're all sitting there, they were filming, trying to get my reaction, and when, 3rd round went, didn't get picked, I was like, whatever. 4th round went, didn't get picked, I was a little nervous, and then midway through the 5th, remember I moved around like 6 times, I was like, what's going on here? And my girlfriend Mackenzie was next to me, and she had her cell phone out because she was refreshing the Twitter page, and cause it was a little bit ahead of the TV or whatever, and she refreshed it. Everyone's like quiet and silent because no one knows what's going on. And she shows me, taps me on the shoulder, and on the video you can see it. I just like light up, and I'm like, oh! And then everyone checks their phone. Everyone goes, ah! It was a good time.
Did you get the call first, or did you find out on
Twitter first? And then probably like 20 seconds later got a call, and and then they showed it on TV. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool moment.
Being on TSN like that, and being with your friends. How did that feel to be able to share it with your family?
Oh, it was awesome. Those guys have been there forever, and my family. It's just it's awesome. It's truly blessed.
Okay.
Sure.
You got some preferential treatment here. Who did you call, hug, or kiss first?
Kissed a girlfriend first because she showed me, and then just everyone's just giving hugs. It was a great night. It was awesome. Good.
Now, has your phone finally stopped ringing since then?
Yeah, it's been quieted down a little bit, but first few days were pretty nuts.
Now, rookie camp goes in. Is that the main camp or rookie camp?
Rookie camp's 27th. I think it's 3 days long, and then main camp starts up.
Okay. Well, what are your goals going into camp on the 27th?
Just to compete. Compete with the veterans that are there and the Canadian receivers that are there, and just push the guy ahead of me to let him know that I'm there. I'm ready to take his spot. So just compete really.
We're gonna take a short break in a few seconds. I just wanted to get your reaction. How did you feel about your teammate Stephon Miller being selected by the Ottawa Red Blacks?
It's awesome. I think it was unexpected for everyone, even him. But it's awesome for him. It's gonna make him better for sure, and hopefully he gets a shot. Maybe he'll stay. So we'll see.
How did you talk to your coach Joe Demore after the draft?
Oh yeah.
What were his words of encouragement like?
He's really excited for me. He's been excited since the combine. He said to me since the combine, you're gonna get drafted. Got to prepare for next year without you. You kind of joke around a little bit during our training camp, but he'll be happy whatever happens. But he obviously wants me to come back. But if not, then it's just how it is.
Could possibly see one more year of Evan Pszczonak destroying CIS defenses. We're just going to take a short break right now, and when we come back, we're going to learn more about the man, the legend, Evan Pszczonak of the Toronto Argonauts. Hello everyone, welcome back to Jock Talk with Brett Hedges. Just to reiterate, for any of those who may be interested in partnering with Knoxstrom Digital Media or sponsoring the programming on xdayz.tv, you can simply visit our website at knoxstrom.com, or you can simply email alexd@knoxstrom.com. We have very competitive rates, and we love to be part of the community, and we love for you to be part of the community with us. Back here with Evan Pszczonak, Toronto Argonauts prospect, McGregor native. We've heard about Evan Pszczonak getting drafted into the CFL. Now let's talk about what got you to this stage, Evan. How old were you when you first got into football?
I was 9 years old. Remember, I moved to McGregor. My old friend Dakota, still my friend now, lived across the street. He was playing football, and I was like, you know what, Mom, I want to play with him. So started when I was 9, and then haven't looked back. Yeah.
Now, much has been said about your grade 9 season of football and how it pushed you to be better. Could you just elaborate on going into high school football for you?
For sure. Like I said, I started when I was 9, played 5 years of Windsor minor football, which was a big help for sure. And I thought I was ready for high school. And we did the trial or whatever. I've said like 1,000 times. But I got cut. But being cut, I think it motivated me for sure, because I was always a smaller guy. And then once I got that shot to come back, it was just like I got to prove myself that much more to being a smaller guy and getting cut. And it helped me definitely as a football player, because that's followed me, and that's been in my head since grade 9. So it's definitely helped. Now,
you were an all-city DB in high school football, but now coming from the university and now the pro game, you're a receiver. What was the transition like from going from defense to strictly offense for you?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, because my 5th year I ended up playing receiver, and that's my 5th year is the whole reason why I wanted to make the change. Right, I played receiver my 5th year, and I loved it. I loved just getting the ball in my hands, making plays, and scoring. Helping the team. So definitely being a DB before helped my receiver skills for sure, because I know I can pick up on things in defense now, so it's definitely helped.
Do you think if you were asked to in university, you could go and play some safety or DB 100%, nowadays?
I would love it, 100%. I joke around all the time with the coaches, they'll put me in, but obviously it's a little more difficult than that. But
well, you won an OFSA championship as a defensive back, so you can't be wrong, right? Did you bring that ring with you today?
I did, yeah. I have it. Oh, shit. I don't know where I put it. Where is it? Right here.
It's got a nice zoom. It's a nice ring. Get a nice zoom into that. Evan Pszczonak showing the high school OFSA ring.
That's it.
At Amherst. And who was your head coach there?
Jim McDougall. Yeah. Big influence. Big influence on my football career for sure.
Could you just elaborate on that? I know he was a pretty big part of going to university.
For sure. All throughout high school, he's always believed in me. He helped me pretty much every year getting better. He's always encouraged me to, you know what, you can probably make it to the next level. Keep trying, keep going. We did like little private workouts even with him, and he's just always been a big supporter. And anything I need, I can go to him and ask him. So it's been a big help. For sure.
Talking about support circle, what is it like having your family and your friends all behind you in your endeavors to be a pro football player?
It's amazing. You don't realize how much support you have until like all this happens, right? I go to university and everyone, awesome, you know what I mean? And then I get drafted and it's just my entire family. There's so much support, so many calls, so many messages. It's just, I feel truly blessed for sure to have a family and friends surrounding me like that.
Mm-hmm. Essex County boy, lots of family, and McGregor's very own. Now, going from receiver in high school, probably a better athlete than a lot of other players in there. What was that like going to university, where you're literally going from playing boys to playing men?
Yeah, it's a big change. Just like any transition from going from Windsor minor to high school. You got to go to that next level. You got to get faster and stronger, and then high school to university is even tougher. It's definitely. You're back at the bottom. Once you play high school, you're at the top when you're at the done, and then you're back at the bottom. Just like now, I'm going to be back at the bottom at Toronto, but it's got to work my way up just like I've done my entire life. Mm-hmm. So,
have you received any words of wisdom from anybody from the Toronto Argonauts organization heading into camp?
No one yet, really. I talked to the receiver coach a little bit the day of the draft, but that's pretty much it. But talking with the guys like Luke Wilson last year, he gave me some advice about playing at the pro level, and he actually helped me train for the combine too,
wow.
Which is a big help. So
big shout out to Luke. He was one of the first guests on the post game recap when we were with the Windsor Express. So great guy.
Yep.
Now, is there any one friend in particular that's helped you get through this?
My buddy, met him in grade 9, Alex Tennessee. Actually, you probably love that I'm talking about him right now, but it's true. He's been my best friend, even brother, for 6, 7, 8 years now, which is awesome. Always been supportive. Always said, you can do it. You can go to the next level. Work hard. Some days I'd be like, I don't want to get out of bed. He'd be like, go do it. Do your work. And he's been a big help, and really thankful to have him as a brother, best friend.
And best of luck to Alex. He's going into his 5th year of eligibility in the OCAA, and in my opinion, he has a legit shot to break the professional ranks, perhaps in the National Basketball League of Canada or otherwhere. So, Alex, if you're watching, make sure you keep it up, because Evan's going to get on you about that. Obviously, going into a professional camp, this is going to be your first professional camp that you're going into. Are you still planning on coming back to the university if you do not make the Argos roster this year?
100%. If the Argos don't feel like I'm ready to play at that level, and they want to send me back for another year, then that's their decision. And I would definitely come back to Windsor and improve my game and do whatever it takes, right, to go back to Toronto and make that team. Mm-hmm.
Now, are there any things in particular that you've thought of that you think you could work on? Heading into the pros?
Just little things, it's just at the next level. It's just about getting faster again and getting stronger and getting up to that game speed. So just little things, really. Yeah.
While we have the time, is there anyone in particular, other than the people you've talked to, that you'd like to thank?
Just family, girlfriend for sure. Just anyone, all my teammates, coaches for sure. They've all. You join a football team, and it's like no other sport, right? You join a football team, and it's like you've gained 80 new brothers. You know what I mean? It's very close. Everyone's very close, and just without them, there's no way I'd be where I am, for sure.
Now, you were before you, Jordan Briskason was an all-Canadian receiver with the Windsor Lancers. Have you talked to him at all about transitioning to the pro game?
Oh, 100%. Jordan's been my boy for years now, for 4 years now, and he's a big part of why I'm the receiver I am today, because when I came in first year, I was looking up to Jordan, right? Whatever Jordan was doing, I was trying to do. And then he helped me throughout the way. He kind of took me under his wing a little bit. And he's been a big help. Mimicking him is what I try to do throughout my career. Now I just got to play like him, because he's going to be a pro. He's going to play in the CFL for a while. So he's been a big help. Same with guys like Dylan Whitfield, another one of my boys. Just very supportive and helpful.
Well, it's good to have that, especially to be friends with some of your teammates.
Yeah.
Historically, the Windsor Lancers have sent quite a few players to the pros. What did you think that your selection and Stefan's selection has to say about the Windsor Lancer program?
It's awesome. It's growing for sure. I think every year for the past, I don't know how many years now, maybe 6 years, we've sent at least one person. So it's awesome. It means we're getting a lot of good talent to Windsor, and it's definitely a school that kids from outside of Windsor should look into coming to play for sure.
Absolutely. Now, if you are to come back to the University of Windsor, is there certain goals that you'd like to aspire to in your 5th and final season, if you get there?
For sure. Obviously, I want to repeat as a first-team All-Star, and then bump up that second-team All-Canadian to first-team for sure, and then most of all, just help the team win. I want to win. I want to win a Yates. Since I came in, the team hasn't won a Yates in I don't think ever or a long time, but just helping the team, win.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know, the Yates Cup is the OUA Championship trophy that is presented to the top team in Ontario Canadian football. It's a lofty goal for sure,
yeah.
And you are definitely going to need some good quarterback play to get there. What are your thoughts on Austin Kennedy?
Awesome, great guy, great quarterback, great athlete. Without him, I don't know, it'd be tough to win a game for sure. He's definitely a very important part of the puzzle to winning games as a Windsor Lancer for sure. Mm-hmm. Hopefully he gets a shot at the next level. Maybe not a quarterback, but another position, because he's a very good football player.
Mm-hmm. What position do you think that he would go to if he was going to transfer?
Probably receiver, yeah. Okay. And then he's definitely a good special teams guy.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely a great athlete. He was a javelin star in high school, and just an overall great athlete for sure. Excelled at every level that he played at. We're just going to take a short break in a couple seconds. We've been joined by Evan Pszczonak. I think you've heard it all for most of the parts, so we're going to give him a couple seconds break. You've been watching Jock Talk with Brett Hedges, and we'll be with you right after this. Back to Jock Talk with Brett Hedges. I'm alongside CFL prospect Evan Pszczonak, and we're just talking about the CFL draft and how Stefan Miller, his teammate, was just selected by the Ottawa Red Blacks. But there's a teammate of yours that was the victim of some unfortunate circumstance. Josh Burns, could you talk with him?
He suffered a pretty bad injury during the season, second game in. And, it kind of stopped him from playing throughout the season. He came into the season top 15 ranked prospects to be drafted. So that's huge honor, first of all. Then he did well at the regional combine, did awesome. Actually, he tested the best in pretty much every single category.
Very fast guy.
Yeah, he just didn't get a shot at the E-Camp, the main combine, but that's okay. Team still liked him. And I honestly thought it was a shoo-in for sure that he'd get drafted, because he's a great athlete, great football player, but unfortunately he didn't. But hopefully he gets picked up, until before camp, and then go to a team as a free agent. So hopefully.
Well, yeah. Best of luck to Josh Burns in the future. You're a great athlete, my friend, and we hope to wish you all the best. Now, watching that draft, there was in comparison to previous years, there's a lot less American schools, kids from American schools being selected. What do you think that has to say about the Canadian product?
Honestly, I think it's just getting better. Over the years, it's just better football, and it's just starting to compare for sure to the American level.
Now, would you ever? Well, not to say that your career is done. When it's done, would you be willing to come back and help coach at some level in your career?
100%. For sure. I've always wanted to coach, even like start university. You know, it'd be cool to give back and you know, be at that end of the job instead of playing. You know, it'd be cool.
Feel like you could give a lot of encouragement,
for sure,
a lot of skill, and a lot of experience to some of those kids, right?
For sure.
Now, Evan, would you like to give us your social media handle so our followers can follow you on your path to the Canadian football league?
It's just my Twitter is at Pszczonak, so it's just at PSZCZONAK, and then yeah, just follow on Facebook, add me up.
You're gonna need to say that again, because I've known you for a while and I still don't know how to spell it most of the time anyway. So could you please say your Twitter handle?
So Twitter is just at Pszczonak, so just my last name, PSZCZONAK.
Now, how many times have you had to correct people spelling your name?
My entire life. So
it's the life of a Polish.
That's it.
Little Polish boy. Right?
That's it.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, one of your biggest fans in the world is your brother Jared.
Yeah.
How important has Jared been to you becoming a CFL athlete?
Oh, for sure. You know, Windsor Minor, I played with him for a few years, and it was awesome to play with my brother for sure. He didn't get a shot at the next level, obviously, high school, but it's been awesome. You know, he's never missed a game, even when we play in Saskatchewan. You know, he goes out in Montreal. Just having him there, you know, you can always see him. He's always the loudest guy out there for sure, yelling something, yelling at the refs, doing something crazy. But yeah, he's a funny guy, and you know, he's always been there. He's a big part of why I'm here.
Big wrestling fan too.
I'd say loves wrestling. WWE forever.
Who's his favorite wrestler?
He's got a bunch. You know, he loved John Cena for a while, but he's a big Rock fan for sure.
Well, who wasn't?
But yeah, I know exactly. I know.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Now, you're from McGregor. What did coming from a small town? How did that fulfill you in trying to become a pro athlete?
It's definitely big, right? Because you know, not many people come out of McGregor, you know, going to being drafted to anything really. So it's definitely a big honor, and I feel very honored to play in CFL.
You have to change that sign, home of Evan Pszczonak. You're just gonna have to sign right by your house.
Yeah.
Evan Pszczonak lives here. Has the amount of attention you've received since then increased even in your hometown? Selected?
A little bit, yeah. You know, just the neighbors and everyone, you know, saying congrats and whatnot. But it's been good. I worked out in the gym in Amherstburg actually, and got a lot of congratulations from guys in there that I don't really know, but it feels really good and really grateful, you know.
Coming from a close-knit family, do you think that helped? We've kind of gone over this, but think that you have a better chance being from a close-knit community, knowing that people are behind you, as compared to somebody from a larger community where they don't have as big of a support system? For sure, having people behind you is key, right? So you never want to let anybody down. So having all those people behind me supporting me, it's definitely going to help me, through camp and help me push to, achieve my goals. And we certainly hope that Evan achieves his goals going into the Canadian Football League. This will bring us to my final portion of the show, which is what I like to call the weekly praise. Basically, what the weekly praise is going to be is something that I would like to do to give some props to people in the Windsor Essex sports community for helping others achieve their goals. Specifically today, I'd like to talk about the Windsor football community. It's not as big as some people would imagine, but it's big enough in the fact that they have hundreds and hundreds of people every year trying to help kids learn the sport of football, trying to play the sport of football, and then of course achieving greatness within the sport of football. Everyone from the Windsor Minor Football Association, from the Windsor Essex Football League, which just started up, the Essex Ravens, which is a great varsity program, the AKO Fratman, which is a phenomenal varsity and banner program. They just won the Ontario Football Championship. Essex Ravens have just won a football championship. And of course the University of Windsor Lancers. These kids wouldn't be where they are today without the hard work and dedication of everyone from those organizations. From the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure from the bottom of everyone's heart, from the Canadian Football League and the other pro athletes, just a humongous thank you. The guys like Luke Wilson, Tyrone Crawford, Mike Atkinson, Daryl Townsend, Evan Pszczonak, Stefan Miller, guys who have gone through Windsor, not specifically being from Windsor, but coming through Windsor to go to the next level, because that's what That's what it seems it needs to do. So a big thank you to all of those in the Windsor Essex football community. You're receiving my praise today, and I'm sure you've received praise from a bunch of other people in the process. So that's all that for today. I'd really like to thank Evan Pszczonak for stopping by today and being the first ever guest of Jock Talk with Brett Hedges. Evan,
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That ring's really heavy.
That's it,
Get another shot of that ring. That's a beautiful ring. Evan, best of luck in the future. Best of luck at the combine. Selfishly, I want to see you in the CFL, but I wouldn't mind being able to stay here and watch you play at the University of Windsor, and hoping the Windsor Lancers win a Yates Cup for the first time in a long time. So thank you Evan for being on the show. Thank you for being such a great ambassador for Windsor football and a great person in general. Thank you everyone watching on the internet, and make sure to catch the YouTube show. We're going to be posting this to YouTube as soon as we can, and make sure to check out the Convergence Report with Mike Thomas, Betty on the Go with Betty Goodell, and of course Beyond Incredible with the producer Ashley Nicole. We're covering a lot of different things, and you may be surprised as to what we cover and what we talk about. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Noxtrom. Make sure to find us on Twitter at Noxtrom, Noxtrom, and Noxtrom Digital Media is our Facebook page. So if you have any inquiries about sponsorships or anything like that, please visit our Noxtrom.com, www.noxtrom.com, or you can just visit our web TV channel, xeayz.tv, or Z's as we like to call it. That's xeayz.tv. From everyone here at Noxtrom Digital Media, from the Downtown Business Accelerator at 720 Olette, this is Brett Hedges saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.